Right now, somewhere in your body, an alarm is going off. You can't hear it. You can't feel it directly, but it's there, and it's older than fear itself. Scientists call it social pain. Your ancestors called it something simpler: death. You've felt it before. That hollow ache after being left out of something small, a group chat that goes quiet, a room you walk into where the conversation stops. It feels emotional. It feels psychological. But the real answer is far stranger. That ache is not in your mind. It's in your survival wiring. For most of human history, being alone didn't mean a quiet evening. It meant no one to watch your back while you slept. It meant no one to share food when the hunt failed. It meant no warning when a predator moved through the grass. Your body still remembers this, even now, even in a heated apartment with the doors locked. Neuroscientist John Cacioppo spent decades studying what loneliness actually does to a person. He found something unsettling. Isolation doesn't just make you sad. It rewires how your brain scans the world. Lonely brains become hyper-vigilant. They start looking for threats that aren't there. A neutral face reads as hostile. A pause in conversation reads as rejection. Why would evolution build a brain that punishes you for being alone? Because for millions of years, alone meant unprotected, and unprotected meant dead. Go back further. Long before cities, before language, before fire, your ancestors survived in small, tightly bonded groups. A person cast out of the group didn't wander off to live independently. They starved. They were killed. Isolation was, quite literally, a death sentence written into the environment itself. So the body adapted. It built a warning system as urgent as hunger or pain. When connection breaks, cortisol rises, inflammation increases, blood pressure climbs. Your body treats loneliness the same way it treats a physical wound. In the 1950s, psychologist Harry Harlow ran a series of experiments on infant primates that still make researchers uncomfortable today. He separated baby monkeys from their mothers and gave them two artificial substitutes. One was made of bare wire but dispensed milk. The other was covered in soft cloth but offered no food at all. Logic says the infants should have clung to the one that fed them. They didn't. They spent almost all their time pressed against the cloth mother, only leaving briefly to eat. Connection, it turned out, mattered more than survival math would predict. Comfort wasn't a luxury. It was a biological need, wired in as deep as hunger. Here's the twist most people never hear. Loneliness isn't just uncomfortable. It's dangerous, in the most literal medical sense. In 2010, researcher Julianne Holt-Lundstad led a massive analysis combining data from over 300,000 people. The finding was staggering. Chronic loneliness increased the risk of early death by a margin comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Not a metaphor, an actual, measurable increase in mortality. Your ancestors' brains weren't exaggerating the danger. They were right. Think about that for a second. A feeling you might dismiss as just being a bit down carries a biological cost close to a pack of cigarettes a day. Isolation doesn't just sting. It erodes you, slowly, cell by cell. And yet modern life is built almost perfectly to trigger this ancient alarm while numbing us to it. You can be surrounded by hundreds of online followers and still feel the same ancient hollowness your ancestors felt standing alone outside the firelight. Digital contact lights up some of the same reward pathways as real connection, but it rarely satisfies the deeper wiring underneath. Your body doesn't know the difference between being ignored by a tribe of 30 people 12,000 years ago and being ignored in a group chat today. To the oldest part of your brain, both signal the same thing: danger, exposure, abandonment. This is why loneliness so often masquerades as other things: restlessness, irritability, a vague sense that something is wrong, even when nothing obviously is. It's not weakness. It's not overreaction. It's a 5 million-year-old alarm system doing exactly what it evolved to do, just in a world it was never designed for. So what do you do with an alarm that old? You don't silence it. You answer it. Every text you send just to check in. Every meal shared without a phone on the table. Every small act of showing up for someone and letting them show up for you. These aren't just nice gestures. They are, quite literally, safety signals to a nervous system still living in the Ice Age. Your ancestors didn't survive because they were the strongest, or the fastest, or the smartest alone in the wilderness. They survived because they were the most connected. That, more than any weapon or fire or shelter, was the real advantage carried down to you.